During a recent interview with the outlet Univision, Donald Trump made it clear that if he ever makes it back into the White House, he is basically going to use all of his power, abuse all of his power is probably a better way to put it, to prosecute his rivals. Now, they could be rivals probably on the left, but he's also, open to maybe prosecuting some people on the right. Here is what Donald Trump had to say. What they've done is they've released the genie out of the box. Well, I'm going to have to go ahead and stop right there because genies, like you don't rub a box and get a genie to come out. So it's not the genie out of the box. It's the genie out of the bottle is actually how that expression is supposed to go. But, Donald Trump, the most mentally competent person running for president, right? And he thinks we just keep genies in boxes. No, that's where you store your classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. He continues. He was asked, if has the DOJ been weaponized? A stupid question. But he says, it's not unique, but it's unique for the United States. Yeah, if they do this, and they've already done it. But if they want to follow through on this, yeah, it could certainly happen in reverse. If I happen to be president and I see somebody who's doing well and beating me very badly, I say, go down and indict them. Mostly they would be out of business. They'd be out of the election. Now, it's not clear what he's talking about. Like if he's president and then, hey, this person's beating me, let's go indict them. You won't be running for re-election. You are term limited from the United States Constitution, but he seems to be laboring under the delusion that if he becomes president for a second term, he could somehow run for a third term. So that's a little concerning, right? And that's also, by the way, something I have said, that if this man gets back into office, I don't expect him to leave peacefully. I don't think he would adhere to the Constitution. It's not exactly something he's known to do, and just leave when his term is up. No, he will surround himself with people who will do everything they can to find a way to let him run for president for a third term. But until we get to that point, we also have to consider his big threat here, which is, I'm going to prosecute my rivals only because, right, they're the ones who let the genie out of his box, but I will do it. Listen, Donald Trump is not being prosecuted because he is a threat to President Biden. Donald Trump is not being prosecuted because he is a conservative. If there were, in fact, political persecutions and prosecutions taking place in this country, do you not think that the Biden administration would have prosecuted every single Republican that's investigating him? Do you not think he would have gone after Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville? Do you not think he would have tried to take down Mitch McConnell or Kevin McCarthy or Matt Gaetz or Lauren Boebert or Marjorie Taylor Greene or Jim Jordan or any of the other Republicans that stand in the way of his agenda? Like, that's the thing that the Trump people need to understand. The prosecution of Donald Trump is not because Trump is a threat. It's because Trump is accused of breaking the law. If we saw actual political prosecutions, they would be overt. There would be many of them, right? Every other person running for president on the Republican side would also be being prosecuted. But they don't care about those facts. They don't care that you can easily refute these talking points from Donald Trump because they believe them. And they're okay with them. And they're okay if Donald Trump gets back into office and tries to turn the tables on the liberals by prosecuting each and every one of us. They think turnabout is fair play, even though that's clearly not what's going to happen. Donald Trump is using the prosecutions against him as a flimsy excuse to get people on his side to allow him to prosecute anyone he doesn't like. And if you think he's kidding about this, then you haven't been paying attention to what this man is capable of.